Hey, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening, man? You know what it is. You know who it is, man. OG Tech, aka the household name the streets love to hate, man. Welcome to 24/7 Hip Hop Radio. This is the independent music movement. I'm your host, OG Tech, man. We got a lot of great things coming through, man. And tonight we have the very own Joseph P. Langdon coming through. We're gonna talk about his book. We're gonna talk about the things he's doing in the community for the kids, man. And we're gonna talk about Free Horse Peterson, man. I've been seeing him campaigning and campaigning and campaigning. So we want to bring this brother on so he can bring Horse Peterson to the forefront and he could tell his story, man. So let me get this gentleman on real quick, man.
What's going on out there?
Hey, what's going on, brother? How you doing?
Taking one day at a time, man.
Yeah, glad to have you on, man. Glad to have you on. I know we've been doing a lot of talking, man, behind the scenes and all the good stuff, man. But
So,
I just felt it was time, man, that you come to the front, man, to tell your story, bro.
for sure. It's a pretty serious story. You know, um, First and foremost, it starts off with, juvenile, being a juvenile defender. And as I realized being a juvenile defender, we are shaped and molded into adult offenders. You know what I'm saying? So I had a conscious decision I had to make while I was inside that prison during them 22 years. And
Right,
what I came to realize was that a lot of the stuff that I went through could have been prevented
right,
if I had somebody like myself who care and understand the psychology of what's going on in the streets. You know what I'm saying? So I
right,
want to
right,
start off with saying that, and I also want to start off by saying I appreciate you for recognizing my determination and my hard work and my efforts in trying to uplift the nation as well as free innocent men and women
right,
who are in prison, and it's sad.
right,
So with me personally, my story started off like the ordinary story from poor income neighborhoods, guns, drugs, chasing money, not understanding money and understanding how money works.
right,
Therefore, me chasing money led me to a life of crime and a 22-year sentence that I did day for day in prison. And I was released 10 months ago, September 18, 2020. And
right,
to keep it real with you, because this is what we do on this station right here is keep it real. I
right,
really,
right,
I really want to say uh, the people that's are in prison already, whether they guilty or innocent, they already in them situations. So what we should be trying to do is prevent the next young man or woman from going to that same situation, unbeknownst to them that it's a journey and prison life is a serious life that I wouldn't wish on nobody, especially the
right,
people that's locked up in there for nothing, for things they
right,
didn't do. So me personally, I wound up going through every juvenile facility you could think about, which led me to prison ultimately. I went to prison for armed bank robbery and felonious assault, which is just the use of a firearm. Two different crimes. I was given 7 years and 15 years, which is a total of 22 years. But coming from Brooklyn, New York, Brownsville, uh, going to prison is a part of the process,
mm,
unfortunately. And I'm sure it's like that everywhere around the world
right,
at this particular moment. Um,
right.
Gangsterism is promoted. Um, Wanting to die is promoted, and wanting to live and be free is swept under the rug, which I don't understand.
Right, right.
So hopefully, my story can inspire someone while I was incarcerated. Ups and downs, violence, knife wars, uh, gang wars. I've been through all of that, and in all reality, I really received nothing out of doing all of those criminal activities besides a stiff sentence and
Right.
a hard journey to get back on my feet. And I still haven't figured it all out yet. So
So let's talk about this, man. How how old was you when you got locked up?
for the 22-year sentence, I was
Yeah.
19 years old. I was 19 years old, and I was sentenced when I was 20 years old. So from the age of 19 all the way up to the age of 41, I was in prison.
Okay. Cool, cool. Okay. Yeah, man. See, that's something that I wanted to put out there, man, for the younger generation. you know what I'm saying, that's coming up.
Yeah,
That's 18, 19. You know what I'm saying? That's out here wilding and stuff, man. Where it could lead them, you know.
yeah,
And this
yeah.
just tells your story right here, man, where it started off at. So
Yeah,
yeah,
it started off with same thing that they doing out there now. I was busting my gun. For those who don't understand what that mean, I was carrying illegal firearms. I was also involved with gangs when I was in prison. Um, Rose into the ranks of the gang, so I understand the gang culture. But at the same time, what I realized with all those guys in prison that was with me, that was gang banging and all of that, all of them, if they had an opportunity to do something different with themselves, they would. Not only that, if they had a different way of making income, whether it
right.
was legally or whatever the case may be, they would carefully accept that as well because no one really wants to be in the streets ducking bullets. No one wants to really be in the streets worrying about they're going to die today. No one does those things in the morning and wake up, hey, I'm going to die today. No one thinks of those things. But for many reasons, the way we get down in the hood, and for those who don't know what that means, the way we maneuver, the way we are trained, the way we are taught, the things
Right.
that leads us into a life of crime, it's not because we don't understand the fundamentals of life, but what it is that we're not being taught the fundamentals of understanding what life is about.
There you go.
So therefore, we're willing to put our life on the line for less than nothing. You
Right.
know.
Right.
So
So
that's what I do.
22 so 22 years, man, and
Yeah.
you did your time, you come home, and how long you been out now?
I've been out not even a year, probably like 10
Not even.
months.
Okay. All right. And you jump on and you hit the ground running. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Because I noticed you through my interviews. You know, I was like, man, who's this dude right here coming through saying I need to holler at him, holler at me, man.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
paying attention to your grind, man, about your book. From your book to Horace Peterson, man, those were two things that gravitated me also.
Yeah.
Because I seen you really, really pushing the book, man. Tell everybody a little bit about the book, man.
Well, my book is called From the Sandbox to the Cell Block, a
There we
story
go.
of struggle, oppression, and redemption. And with this book, I probably have 4 years left of my sentence, so I say I wrote this in 2017.
Okay.
My brother, which is his name is Natural Langdon, he's been all around the world. He's very, very, very sophisticated in his approach to life. And he was like, "Hey, man, you got a story to tell, man. You know, you should tell it." I didn't really put too much thought into it at the time, but then I
Right.
started writing a book, and then that one book turned into me writing three books. So
Right.
before I even got out of prison, I wrote these books. So what happened was I had this epiphany while I was in there in that dark, lonely place, and just talking to nobody but myself and the one who created it all. Um, he told me that my job was to come out and to enlighten, educate, and empower the youth and let them know the things that I wasn't told.
Right.
Therefore, I became passionate about it. And honestly, to keep it real with you, I thought by me writing this book, by me becoming a professional speaker, doing all of these things while I was incarcerated, I would get out and be embraced, saluted, and be in the best position possible as a voice of the voiceless. But that doesn't work that way. So when I got out thinking I did everything right, actually did more than the average person incarcerated does. And I came out here with this vision to empower my peoples. And when I say my peoples, those who are impressed, doesn't matter your color, whatever. So when I got out, I realized that more people want to talk about death than life.
Right.
So what I was speaking about, mass incarceration, mental health, keeping your child safe from the things that goes on in everyday life, those things are put to the side and twerking is put to the forefront. So
Right.
I had to realize like with greatness comes responsibility and also comes struggle and persistence, and that's what I'm doing and just keeping it moving. You know what I mean?
Right. 19 years old, man. So you in the courtroom, man, and the judge dropped the gavel,
Yeah.
and tell you like you got 22. Like what was running through your mind at that very moment while you were standing there facing him?
Yo, to keep it all the way real with you, right? And I'm sure a lot of people in here will be able to identify with this. It started off with me being in a juvenile institution, right?
Right.
Which already prepared me for prison. Sorry to
Right.
say, but it's true. That's what juvenile halls are for. They prepare you for prison. So I already had in my mind that I was going to go in here and be violent, right? Because I was already told that that's what happens in prison. Um,
Right.
People are not playing; it's not a game. So I was already built for that in that sense, because I was in the streets all my life. So
Hmm.
when I went in there, the first thing I did was got the biggest knife I could get. I'm just keeping it real, right? The
Right.
biggest
Right.
knife I could get, not just one but two of them, because I was really serious about surviving and making out of there. But we're trained to think like that. If you think
Hmm.
about it, we are desensitized in the hood. The first thing you do when you're a little homie or a little lady, meaning that a younger person from poverty-stricken areas, the first thing we do is train to get a gun.
Yep.
That's
That's
the first thing
facts.
they teach you. Is
That's
outside
facts.
of a basketball, outside of a football, outside of a microphone, we get a gun, right?
Hmm.
12, 11, 13 years old. So we are already sensitized from reality and programmed to be warriors, but warriors for the wrong cause. So
Right.
me going to prison was just another notch under my belt at that particular time. Hey, I'm gonna go in here, do what I gotta do. Anybody mess with me, I'm gonna represent Brooklyn, and that's what it was. That's all my mind can see at that time.
Right.
22 years, I had more time than I did on Earth. So um, that's how I went into it. That's how I did my time for the first 10 years. The first 10
Hmm.
years of my time was war. I was in gang banging, you know what I mean? I was violent. People was violent. I just adapted to my surroundings. And
Surroundings. Right.
yeah, I adapted to it very well because, like I said, the average adult prisoner was already a juvenile offender. Therefore, we
Mm.
already understand how the system works, how to get over in the system, how to protect yourself, stand up for yourself. We already trained because the projects are similar to prisons. So whatever you're taught in
Right.
the projects or ghetto, or whatever you want to consider it, it's the same rules in prison. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So it's just like making the transition from the projects to the projects. You're just going from
Right.
one place to another place, same
Another
place,
place.
same
Gotcha.
place. You know what I mean? So I was definitely mentally prepared for it, physically prepared for it, and by any means necessary, I was going to survive.
Right. 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 Well,
Mm.
look, you out now.
Yeah, I'm
You
out
know what
now.
I'm saying? You're doing great things and everything in the community, man.
Yeah,
I love everything that you're doing, man. I
thank
watch your videos when you going live, man, and speaking that knowledge to everybody,
thank you, man.
especially the youth. The things that I see you doing with the
Yeah,
youth, man. So,
yeah.
tell us a little bit about the
NCLB.
project. Yeah, tell me a
I,
little bit about that.
well, I call it the NCLB, No Comrades Left Behind. And
Right.
I had this epiphany while I was in prison. Like I said, this is why I do it out here. Everything I'm doing out here, I was doing incarcerated. My last 2 or 3 years in prison, I was preparing myself for this fight, because it is a fight. So what I was able to do was get my professional speaking from Toastmasters, the CC competent communicator. I was able to get my high school diploma, and I did every program that they had in prison to exercise my mind, exercise my rights and my liberties, to be able to approach every situation on any level, no matter what language a person speak, whether it's from the hood, whether it's sophisticated, whether it's eloquent, whether it's intellectual. I want to be able to tap into every aspect of communication so this word can get spread no matter what the boundaries, no matter what the ceilings is. I'm going to speak, right?
Right.
So when I was in prison, I started realizing my power and my influence to the youth inside of there, because I never, even when I was incarcerated that long, I never allowed my mind to be incarcerated. Therefore, I was able to identify with what a lot of the things the youth was doing because I did it. You know what I mean? So you know that old saying, "There's
Right.
nothing new under the sun." Well,
Nothing
that's
new
how
under
I
the
looked at
sun.
it. There's nothing
Right.
new under the sun. What they did, we done already. So by me knowing that and understanding that you don't give them what they want, you give them what they need, right? And
Right.
if you pay attention to the average kid in your neighborhood right at this particular moment, when they're not into the guns and the drugs and stuff, they'll grab a basketball, they'll gravitate towards a sport, they'll gravitate to a computer or rap music, whatever the case may be. They have a passion, right? So if we don't invest in those passions while they have that passion, the ultimatum is the gun and the people that's in the streets to influence them. Therefore, you have to pay attention to what they're doing right now, and then
Hmm.
you invest in it. And I say that to say this: I started doing that in prison, and I realized the things that I was showing them was really working. And
Right.
they wanted to be smart. They wanted to be able to speak eloquently. They wanted to have goals and aspirations in life. But what happens is, if you don't keep fertilizing it, they just go back to what they know, and what they know is the
Right.
people in their hood. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I did the program. and I wanted to come out here and teach them about business, teach them
Mm.
about things beyond selling drugs. Because hustling doesn't mean drugs. Hustling means you're just getting the
Grinding it
things
out.
that you need, grinding it out. So we just
Right.
put drugs on it when we hear it. But the terminology, hustling, grinding, and things like that, it's just going for what you know, man.
Hmm. Big facts, man. I love it, man.
For
I
sure,
love it, brother. Like for
for
real, for
sure.
real. You out here changing the narrative of a lot of things, man. And
Yeah,
I love it, bro. For
thank you,
real,
man.
for real. So what inspires you right now, man? Like what gives you that you talk about the hustle? What keeps you growing, bro? Like every day you get up, you grind, and I see you, you at work, you getting off work. I see you
Yeah,
with the kids, even in the work clothes, grinding,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
So what keeps you going, man?
Well, honestly, us people like you, it's people that I tapped into on Facebook, Instagram, the people that get up and do it for free. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? I don't get paid to do this, man. Maybe one day they will pay me to help the kids because it takes money to change a village, right? But
right,
at this particular moment, I do everything out of my heart, out of my spirit. I just know that if you one word can change a person's life, man. One
right.
word, one
That's
word, one
real.
deed. You know what I'm saying? Just telling a little homie, man, don't bust that gun. Put that gun up, man.
Put
That
it
can
up.
change
Right.
the forecast of his life. Because a
Mm.
lot of times we do things because we want to impress people. We don't do it because that's really in our heart. We do it because we
Right,
want to impress people. So if you show a person that you can impress them, like, see, most young dudes right now, they like ladies, right? So let me give you a prime example, right? Now, what grown lady or young grown lady that's growing up to become something wants to do with his pants down, wants to do running around with a gun, wants to do smelling like weed all day, wants to do just sitting around. No woman wants that. Therefore, if you work hard and you invest in yourself, you get all the ladies if that's what your direction is, right? And at this
right,
time, a lot of the young dudes' direction is that trying to impress.
right.
You know
Trying
what I
to
mean?
impress. Right,
But the way they impress is by what you worth. So if you work on
mm,
what you got, and you work on what you have, and you work on, supplying that to the world, solving the problem, what happens is all the ladies like you, and you ain't got to risk your jail, you ain't got to risk your freedom on jail trying to impress somebody. So
right,
that's basically what I'm doing. Also, I'm showing hands-on skills. I have the fast flips remodeling, which is one of my comrades that I was in prison with. His name is Entrepreneur D. He's been home for 7 years, and he's created a program and a platform for me to bring the youth there so he can teach them hands-on skills. We've been showing it, we've been displaying it. Everything we do is straight up and down. It has nothing to do with no photo ops. We don't even believe in that. What we believe
right.
in is just doing what you say you're going to do, and do it with intensity.
Dope, 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 man. So the biggest campaign, man, that I've seen this year, man, since I met you, has come from you,
Yeah, for sure.
Horse
For sure.
Peterson.
Horace
Um,
Peterson.
I see you on Instagram. I see you in posts. I see you in stories. I see you Facebook stories, Instagram. Man,
Hmm.
tell everybody about Horse Peterson. But before you do that, well, after you talk about him, I want you to put the link to the petition
For sure.
in the chat box, man, because I got a lot of people in here watching and I need them to click on it, man, so we can get them names on it. But go ahead and tell everybody about Horse Peterson, man.
Now check this out, right? Like, most times you see people get on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, or whatever, and they talk about themselves, right? Which
Right.
is nothing wrong with that because self-preservation is the only antidote to survival. However, when you look outside of yourself and you're able to see other people's pain, other people's story, and then really empathize with it and say, damn, what if that was me? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Initially, that is the quality that you have to really be able to change anything, the ability to feel what somebody else is going through. So
Right.
I happened to see Mr. Harvison Peterson's story, and then when I seen he was locked up for 48 years, and then I went and looked. 'Cause I don't just sign petitions; I go read them. So I went and read it, and I seen his situation. And I was baffled that a man could be locked up almost 50 years for a crime that they know he didn't commit. Not only that, they changed the law 7 years after he was incarcerated. So the law that they changed allows other people to get out on the same situation he's in. But being that he didn't make it in time, basically the law didn't get changed in time. They knew the law was wrong, so they changed it. But being that he didn't make the time frame, he's left to wallow inside that cesspool, knowing that he's an innocent man. They all know it. So with that being said, you would think that after 40, 50 years that people would give up on somebody. When I
Right.
seen how hard his grandson, Eric Woodyard, which is an ESPN journalist in
Mm-hmm.
Detroit,
Big
when I
Snoop.
seen how hard Eric Woodyard was working, not only that, his mom, not only that, the grandparents, which is Mr. Horace Peterson's mom and dad, they watched into their very last breath they fought for their son. So that inspired me and it was contagious. And I just want to fight with the same relentlessness that they had, you know, and
Right.
show and prove that just because you say something today doesn't mean it's going to die down tomorrow. That's why when I go hard. You know what I mean? I don't do no faking, man, because I ain't doing it for no, like I said, I'm not doing it for money. I'm doing it because it's therapeutic for me, for one.
Right.
For two, I feel like I am changing something. For three, I feel like Mr. Eric Woodyard deserved to have his grandfather free, as well as Mr. Peterson having the opportunity to breathe free air for a crime that he didn't commit.
They're not
And it's
coming. Right.
saddened. And it's saddened that so that's where my strength comes, just knowing that, damn, what if that was my grandfather? Not only that, to see Mr. Eric Woodyard said that even though Mr. Horace Peterson has been incarcerated for 50 years almost, he still has been inspirational and instrumental in changing the forecast in his neighborhood. So, meaning
Mm-hmm.
that Mr. Horace Peterson, who's been buried alive for the last 50 years, still has the strength, the audacity, and the willpower, let alone the mental fortitude, to step outside his prison and still change the conditions around him. That's a powerful man that we need on the streets, man.
Hey
Simple as
man,
that.
that's real. That's
Simple as
real,
that,
man.
man.
I know you're gonna drop it in the chat, man, but tell everybody what can everybody do right now, man, to help to try to get him out right now.
Yo, check this out, man. And for anybody that's listening to this, man, yo, this is all official. Me and OG Tech, man, we've been building about this for a long period of time. This is not something we just threw out there just to be throwing out there.
Right,
This is really life changing things that we can do as individuals. Even if you done did some grimy stuff in your life, dirty stuff in your life, and you hiding from it, that doesn't mean you can't take out the time to fix it right now. And how you
right.
do that is by tapping into Mr. Horace Peterson, man. You sign his petition. All you gotta do is go on Horace Peterson, or you can go on my page, Joseph P. Langdon. You will see it there. However, I will post it again on OG Text the Dawn page as soon as this interview is over. And I would appreciate if y'all sign a petition, reach out to him. I'm gonna also post his information where y'all can reach out to him. This is a man who's been incarcerated 50 years. Not only is he a man that's been incarcerated 50 years, but he has an army of people that's fighting for him 50 years later. So, tap in, sign a petition, share it, pass it, and at the same time, man, tap into me, tap into OG Take the John, because we're doing things that's life changing, man, and that's what it's about, man. Changing the world one person at a time, real
That's
shit, man.
real. You
Yeah.
know, and it's crazy, man, and it's just it ain't nothing new, but it's just sad how the system, man, could take um our black men and women and throw us behind cells and we could be innocent for, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
for what they're trying to accuse us of, and then they
Mm.
let us sit for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years and be like, oops,
Oops,
um it,
my
it, it
bad.
wasn't, yeah, my bad, it wasn't you, we found out it was somebody else, you know what I'm saying. The oops part is what get me, you know what I'm
Even with
talking about.
that, even with that, even with that, they know that these people be
They
innocent,
know it. And
and
then
they
they try to throw
still.
money at they throw money at them, but money can't buy your life back.
No, not
You
when
know
you
what I'm
did
saying?
50 years. Not when you did 50 years, and
Nah, you
um,
you can't.
it's sad, man. But I want.
I can't hear you now. Nah. Hey, go out and come back in. What's going on, world? We still tapped in, man. It's your boy OG Tech, man. This is the independent music movement. We are on 24/7 hip hop radio, man. It feel good to be back on here, man. We got a lot of great things going on, man. A lot of great things. While we wait for him to come back, man, let me give y'all a rundown of what else we got coming up, man. The next interviews that we got. We're still waiting on him to come back. So we do have on the, let's see here, on the 30th, we have Miss Sharon Perrine. She's coming through. She has a magazine called the Street Motivation Magazine. She is a magazine owner out of Cali that her and her son, and I think her husband, they are able to, they have a deal with the prison systems there where they're able to um get their magazines into the prisons out in California. So she will be on the 30th. And then on the 30th first, we have Euro the Don. He is representing Cleveland.
For
He is
sure.
part of Tally Up with King Jama. He will definitely be coming through also. So we'll have him on the 31st. So make sure y'all tap in, man. But go ahead, man. What you was talking about, King?
Yeah, yeah. For I just want to let people know, like, you want to have people that has the same vision as you, or share the same things that you may share. And you'll wonder why they don't tap in like the brother OG is to make it more bigger than what it really is. Because when you help somebody else shine, you shine brighter, right? So keep in
Right,
mind, all them people out there in the world that can save somebody's life, especially if they put in that hard work in, man, there's nothing wrong with tapping in and lifting them up where you at. Because what happens is you seem and you shine brighter than you normally would. And I just want to salute everybody out there, man, that's helping somebody, that's consistent, whether you get paid for it today, whether you get paid for it tomorrow, whether you never get paid for it. You keep your voice up, you stay focused, you keep it popping, man. And
right.
I just want to show you my bracelets, man, that I got, man. You know what I'm saying? For my people, the gorgeous Kamari, man. She has a beautiful line, man. She always keep me with these proper. It's called
Okay,
Lava Beat Jewelry. I'm gonna let y'all know it's very, very organic, and it's for the people, man. Because what she's teaching is young entrepreneurship for young ladies.
okay.
We got to keep the ladies together because they keep the men together. I just want
Right.
to salute everybody out there. Tap in if you into the music and you know me. Link in with me. Hit me up on my DM so we can connect with OG the Dawn because he got the radio station popping for y'all. I don't know what y'all doing, man. Y'all always talking about y'all want somebody to put y'all on. Well, here you go,
Tell him.
right
You
here.
better tell him. You better tell him, man. You know.
This is what it's about. It's about putting each other on and putting each other in position so we can all win, not just one person win. Everybody wins. You know what I mean?
Everybody win, man, and that's the big goal, man. That's why we wear these shirts, man. One team,
Sure,
one mission, and the
for
whole
sure,
thing, man. We all standing as one.
for
Because if
sure,
we don't start now, you know what I'm saying. Especially with grabbing the youth, man.
for
The
sure,
cycle. The cycle is just going to repeat itself. So we have to all start doing this, man. And it doesn't. I know we talk about it here, but we got to do this across all states. You know what I'm saying. And you
for
can't
sure,
be scared to do it. You got to get out there, do it. You got to put your face on it. You got to stand on it. You know what I'm saying. So
for sure,
it's
for
really
sure.
real what we out here trying to do, man. We're
I,
trying to
I want to say
change
this too.
lives.
I want to say this to all my Bloods, all my Crips, all my folks, anybody banging, right? I want to tell y'all this because I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I've been through that, right? And I want to tell you, really look at yourself, man. Really look at your situation, you know, and think about this, man. Before you bust that hammer, before you put that gun on your waist, think about your kids. Think about your moms. Think about all the people that's going to love you while you're in it and the people who's not. These are the things that you have to make conscious decisions about. Don't just be willing to die for a color. Be willing to live for it. Live for something, not die for it. Dying ain't cool. I don't know where I get this concept that I'm ready to die. You know you're not. You should be
Right.
ready to live. And that's how I
Live.
want to end this, man. Y'all end this for love. Anybody out there who got children, who have a teenager who might be going down the wrong path, tap into me, man. Because be serious about what we do, man. For real, you know.
Hey man, as always, man, when we chop on the phone
For
and having
sure,
you here, man, you know what I'm saying? I always appreciate you, my
for
brother. You
sure,
know what
man.
I'm talking about? We got a lot of work to do and we
Yeah,
still working. And I
yeah.
know, man, this ain't our last convo because we got
Nah,
some behind the scenes stuff we handle, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah. Oh,
So
we got something going on. That's why we're trying to tap in so they can get it on with
right.
us. You feel me? You already
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
man. You stay strong, brother. You stay focused. Keep inspiring the world, as I will do the same. Free Horace Peterson. Free
Free
all my
horse
brothers
piss.
in there who's doing time that don't supposed to be doing. My brother about to get out in a couple days. He did 22 years in prison for a crime he didn't commit. They just about to
Man,
release him. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of good things going on, but we still got a lot of work to do.
still got a lot of work to do, man. And do this for me, man. When we shut this down, make sure you go into the chat box,
Oh yeah,
drop the links. put
Definitely.
everything in for everybody to see, man, because we need everybody to jump on there. And I'm
For
gonna promote very heavy. I'm gonna put it as an announcement on my group to have
sure.
everybody come through. Also, I got
For sure.
19. I think I got 1,900 people in there now. So we're gonna
For
make sure
sure.
that we get some people to sign that. Talk about the book. Tell them where to get it.
So,
Tell them where to get it. Tell them where
check
to
this
get it.
out. Now, I sell signed autographed copies, man. Y'all can DM me, for signed autographed copies. I'll send it straight to you through the mail. This book is a real story. It'll change your life. It'll change your children's life. And it'll change how you look at prison. Because there's no lies about none of that. I keep it real. You can DM me. Also, it's available on Amazon.com. You can get this copy as well as the KDB version. But preferably, you DM me, I sign it for you, send it to you, and it's all love and we shine. Most of the proceeds of this book goes back into my youth program. I take them to the zoo. Go look at my page. I do what I do. I don't just talk about it. I live it. I embody it. And I just want to inspire a couple other rehabilitated thugs or rehabilitated gangsters to know that saving a child is better than sending them to jail, man. Straight up and
Mm.
down.
All right, real talk, man. That's for all y'all supposed to be OGs as God need kids wrong, man. So y'all
So,
make sure y'all pay attention to that, man.
big
From the
salute.
sandbox to the
Down
cell block, man. Joseph P. Langdon, man. Thanks for coming through. And you already know, man, we're gonna have you on again anyway, man. We
for
might have
sure.
you
I'm
on
about to
once a
bring the
month.
squad. I'm bringing the squad with you, man. The show is ain't just me. I got a whole army of
For
brothers who've
real.
been through it, and guess what? They rose like the phoenix out the ashes, man. Stay
Hey, let's
strong,
go.
brother, man. You
All right,
already.
man. All
Peace.
right, man.
You
Peace.
already. Peace.
Hey man, Joseph P. Langdon, man, from the sandbox to the cell blocks, man. Hey, make sure y'all go and support. Make sure y'all go and pick the book up. You know what I'm talking about. I recommend y'all getting it directly through him because if you go through Amazon, man, you know they're gonna be trying to take their cut off of it. So man, just go directly to him and get your signed copy. You know what I'm talking about. Not only that, man, just support, man. This is the stuff that we need out here, man, because we have to change the direction of our kids, man. We have to change the direction of it, and it's gonna take a village. So big salute to him. I want to give a salute to everybody that came through. You know what I'm saying? Showing love. All my ox, man, behind them walls just listening right now, man. You already know what it is, man. Alhamdulillah, man. I'm glad y'all came through. All my people, man, y'all just continue to be great. I will be downloading this and uploading it to the radio station. So at 9 o'clock, if you want to check this interview out again, it will be on my radio station at 9 o'clock. So y'all can check it out. And again, we got more interviews coming up. Don't forget to tap in with us tomorrow. We got the J-Bone show, man, with J-Bone. He'll be coming through. I have no clue on who's going to be on this show as of yet, but he will be on tomorrow at 8 o'clock. And then on Friday, I might go back live again because I really want to do a show, man, where we just sit down and I want to talk. I just want to talk hip hop. I just want to talk straight rap, straight hip hop. Just who we think is hot, why we think it's hot, where's the direction of it. Because right now, man, if you pay attention to hip hop right now, man, I know we went through the mumbling stage and all that stuff, but now it's coming back to bars. You know what I'm saying? And I'm really liking the way that it's going right now. So let's sit down and talk about it, man. But at the same time, man, I really want to continue to build. I really want to continue changing lives, man. I'm OG Tech the Don. If you're not on my Instagram, make sure you go and check it out. OG Tech the Don. Go check out my reels, man. Every morning between 7:30, or 8 o'clock, I drop a motivational reel, man, for somebody that's probably going through something, man, just to try to uplift and get them through the day. You know what I'm talking about? So every day, man, we just we try to be greater than we was yesterday, and we just keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? So hey, y'all know what it is, man. One team, one mission. I'm OG Tech. This is the independent music movement, and I want to thank everybody, man. So we out of here, man. I appreciate it. Yeah.
24/7 hip hop radio. No skinny jeans business.